Good afternoon to our students and viewers. So tomorrow is the exam. So I'll try to explain you. This is this one. Screen recorder. Screen, the question bank is there. So we'll try to fix it up. Question bank. Screen recorder or screen. इसमें share screen recorder. ये क्वेश्चन बैंक दिख रहा है क्या? इसको share screen पे share करके window पे share screen होगा। ये सीबीएसई का है इस क्वेश्चन बैंक। With a view to support teachers and first flight के बारे में बताया गया है। Letter to God, कुछ important questions हैं। The house, ये first flight का letter to God का first chapter का है। This is a sample paper. The house, the only one in the entire valley, sat on the crest of the crest का क्या मतलब होता है? क्रेस्ट होता है जो आपका जैसे पहाड़ होता है ना, ये इसका टॉप बोलते हैं क्रेस्ट। क्रेस्ट ऑफ अ लो हिल, ऐसे पहाड़ होगा ना, पहाड़ के ऊपर वाली जो टिप होती है उसको क्रेस्ट बोलते हैं। और फ्रॉम दिस हाइट वन कुड सी द रिवर एंड फील्ड ऑफ राइप कॉर्न। राइप कॉर्न मतलब राइप, राइप मतलब पक चुका है। राइप का क्या मतलब है? जो पक चुका है। राइप का क्या मतलब है? जो पक चुका है। One could see this dotted with flowers that only promised a good harvest. The only thing the earth needed was a good downpour. Downpour का क्या मतलब है? Downpour, pour मतलब गिरना। Down मतलब नीचे, नीचे गिरना। नीचे क्या गिरना? और at least a shower. Shower means rain. इसको क्या चाहिए था? Rain चाहिए थी। Throughout the morning, Lencho, who knew his fields intimately, had done nothing but see the sky towards northeast. नॉर्थ ईस्ट की तरफ वो देख रहा था। कि नॉर्थ ईस्ट की तरफ वो देख रहा। दिस इज द सैंपल पेपर है। तो इस तरह से हमारे को जो based on the detail of the house location, how can it be described? Majestic, imposing, solitary, unique. The house, the only value, sat on the crest of the low hill. जो क्रेस्ट के मतलब हिल के बीच में था। तो यहाँ से क्या क्या दिखता था? यहाँ से रिवर दिखती थी, एंटायर फील्ड दिखती थी, और डॉटेड विद द फ्लावर्स दैट हैज ऑलवेज प्रॉमिस्ड। ये सब सैंपल पेपर्स है ना इसके। क्वेश्चन बैंक है ये, सीबीएसई का ही है अपना। तो इसमें से चांस है कि आने की ज़्यादा चांस है, सीबीएसई का ही है पेपर। दिस इज द क्वेश्चन बैंक, फर्स्ट फ्लाइट है ये। Based on the majestic, imposing, solitary, यूनिक। ये यूनिक ही हो जाएगा बेस्ड ऑन द, ये यूनिक लग रहा है मुझे ये वाला। ये यूनिक हो जाएगा शायद। द फीट ऑफ corn dotted with flowers means that the field of corn dotted with flowers means that the flowers were scattered across. The flowers were in shape like dots. The flowers had shrunk in size. The flowers were in shape like dots. The flowers were scattered across. Not a single flower was bigger than a dot. The field of corn dotted with flowers. Field of corn dotted with flowers. The flowers were in the shape like a dot. Here हो जाएगा C. Flowers were in the shape of dots. ये बना हो जाएगा इसका आंसर। Flowers were in a shape like dots. Glencho wished for a downpour or a heavy shower. Pick the option that correctly lists the correct match for the kinds of rain. This one, यहाँ पे हम लोग पहुँचे। Glencho wished for a downpour or a heavy shower. Heavy rain, correct match for the kinds of rain. Heavy rain क्या होती है? जब very heavy tropical rain. Thunderstorm is a violent short-lived weather established with lightning. ये thunderstorm हो जाएगा ना, ये वाला fourth। टू का fourth, ये वाला आंसर हो जाएगा इसका A। ये वाला इसका आंसर हो जाएगा ये वाला। So the next is ये वाला आंसर हो जाएगा। Next है based on the given extract, what is Lencho not likely to think by looking at his field? Such a blessing, God, thank you. Did not likely to think. I wish we have enough food to eat after this harvest. All set for the grand harvest. I'm going to be rich. Which is not likely to think while looking at his field. Just a downpour and everything will be perfect. ये वाला हो जाएगा ऑप्शन 2, क्योंकि एक डाउनपोर उसको चाहिए था। He needed a downpour. डाउनपोर मतलब कि बारिश, बारिश इसको चाहिए थी एक बारिश चाहिए था। जस्ट अ डाउनपोर, गॉड एंड एवरीथिंग विल बी परफेक्ट। इसका आंसर हो जाएगा ये वाला सेकंड वाला ना। अच्छा ये है which quote supports the idea in the given extract? Farming is a profession of hope. I would rather be on my farm than be emperor of the world. Farming looks farming looks mighty easy when your plow is a pencil and you are 1,000 miles from a prom. Those too lazy to plow in the right season will have no food at the harvest. हाँ तो ये है ना कि दोस्त टू लेजी फ्लॉ, ये वाला हो जाएगा डी, क्योंकि जो लेजी बंदे हैं ना, जो लेजी हैं उनको फूड नहीं मिलेगा। मतलब जो उसको खाना नहीं मिलेगा, जो लेजी है ना उसको खाना नहीं मिलेगा। So this is the actually this is the first time that I'm trying to make videos like this. So please support me and like my channel and support my. Okay. When he finished, he went to the window to buy. If you want to write here something, so what is microphone? When he finished, he went to the window to buy a stamp, which he licked and then affixed to the envelope to the blow of his fist. The moment of the letter fell into the main strong box. इसका एक brief description होगा ना, वो मैं देखता हूँ। When he fixed, he went to the window to buy a stamp, which he licked and then affixed to the envelope with a blow of his fist. The moment the letter fell into the mailbox, the postmaster went to open it and said, "Oh God of the money, that I asked for. Only 70 pesos reached me. Send me the rest. And since I need to it very much, but don't send it to me through the mail because the post office employees are a bunch of crooks. A bunch of crooks क्या होता है? बेईमान. They are just like bunch of crooks. So pick up the option does not correct with a bunch of corrective. Bunch of flowers होता है, bunch of grays होता है, bunch of keys होता है, bunch of islands नहीं होता. Bunch of islands तो नहीं होता, group of islands होता है. This one is not correct, I think. Option number 4. Option number 4 में क्या हो जाएगा? The bunch of crooks. Pick the option does not bunch of the corrective. So this is bunch of islands. ये bunch of islands हो जाएगा. Next type का then choose second letter. Sorrowful, gratitude, disappointment. It was a disappointment and that was a sorrowful also. तो इसका हो जाएगा 1 and 3 dual हो जाएगा इसका आंसर 1 and 3. 1 and 3 क्यों हो जाएगा? क्योंकि एक तो sorrowful, he was very sorrow and he got disappointed with that because he didn't get the much money out of it. मतलब he didn't get the money, so he was disappointed. And Lencho's this was sorrowful also. He was sorrowful and he was disappointed. Lencho was disappointed. Lencho was sorrowful. So this is the because he didn't get the money that he wanted. That he wanted 100 pesos, but he got only 70 pesos. 30 pesos कम लेके आया था वो. So that is the one thing he did. ठीक है. Next is pick the option list with a blow of the fist. Pick the option that lists the option corresponding to blow of his fist. Blow of his fist. Fist क्या होता है? Fist. Fist मतलब palm हो गया ना. Pick the option that is corresponding with a blow of his fist. Blow of his fist. थर्ड वाला हो जाएगा शायद मैंने कहा क्योंकि fist का तो यही हो जाएगा. Blow of his fist. It's the first one. First one हो जाएगा शायद. Blow of his fist. Lenchos letters, including Lencho's letter included details of his problems, description of the post office, being looted, belief of being looted, and included I think belief of being looted है क्योंकि I think उसने बोला था ना crooks means he's robbers. Crooks means robbers. So this is the robbers हो जाता है. Lencho's letter included belief of being looted, and pick the most suitable quote of this for this extract. It is easier to fool people than to convince them they have been fooled. Mark. Pick the most suitable quote of this extract for this extract. You see, a person's true color when no longer beneficial to their life. Too generously means accepting ingratitude. Gratitude क्या होता है? Thanks बोलना. और ingratitude मतलब true generosity कब होती है? जब accepting gratitude आएगा. ये तो गलत हो गया. You see, a person in true colors when no longer beneficial to their life. Real knowledge is to know the extent of one's ignorance. It is easier to fool people than to convince them they have been fooled. ये हो जाएगा मेरे ख्याल से. Because it is easier to fool people than to convince them that they have been fooled. ये लग रहा है आंसर. फर्स्ट वाला. ये वाला लग रहा है. People get support from family and friends during bad times. How does Lencho's family behave after he harvest was ruined? So how did the family reacted? Actually, how did the family reacted after being getting bad times? During bad times, people try to leave, and here it is answers. I think his family supported him, and then tried to convince him because he was in a very bad time. So tried to support. They tried to support Lenchu. Lenchu was an ox of a man working like an animal in the field, but still he knew how to write. What does this line tell us? Norms against such farmers. because farmers and army men, these two are a very important part of a society. Because Lencho is a farmer, so farmer is a farmer, and army men are very important part of our country, of any country. So this is very important to have to respect them, because they are most hardworking people, and because of them we are eating our food, because they are producing the food and we are buying the food. We are just buying the food. We are not working hard as they are working. I think Lencho is a excellent hardworking person and God-fearing person, and so he should be respected. He should be given respect and all aspects. And then Lencho is an ox, means ox of a man. Was an ox of a man means he's a very hardworking person, working like an animals in the field. So he was working very day night. So we should try to support our farmers, because we are only buying the food that they give us, but we are not like working hard like them, because they do physical work more. So this is why we should be we should respect their hard work and try to give as much support as we can. What, according to you, would have been the likely reaction of Lencho's wife upon knowing him writing an actual letter to God? What, according to, would have been means अगर ये होता तो उस टाइम अगर उसकी वाइफ का रिएक्शन क्या होता? Because everyone is laughing, everyone makes mockery का क्या मतलब होता है? Mockery means everyone is will make fun of you, because nobody has ever, I think, writes letter to God. Nobody writes letter to God. So this is a, because post in the post office, when that letter reached, so a lot of employees were making fun of the letter. The fun of the letter means because no one writes the letter. This type of letter is not written by anybody. Nobody writes this type of letter to God. This is the first time that post office officers might have seen this type of letter. So I think the reaction of the wife would have been making mockery of the Lencho. Mockery means making fun of the Lencho. So this can be the answer of this question. Lencho waited eagerly for a reply to his God, to his letter. Do you think the postmaster was also very keen to know direction upon his answering the reply? Yes, because basically the postmaster tried to make a plan, try to make a plan to really to convince the Lencho that this has been given by this has been uh, the letter has been written by God. So he wanted to like keep the trust alive, keep the trust in God alive, keep the trust in God alive. So he wanted to Lencho, like he was waiting for the reply. Desperately, he was waiting for the reply, because he considered himself as God, and he tried to convince Lencho that this is the letter from the God that has been returned, replied by the God. So this is a very important thing. This has happened. So he was eagerly waiting for the reaction, because this is the first time. This might have been the first time that postmaster, that officer might have given a reply to a letter which was written to the God. So he was desperately very keen to reply that. He was waiting for the reply from the lecture to the God, but the God it was not there. But actually, postmaster became God. He became a kind of a god, and he wanted to see, because it might have been the first time that postmaster has ever replied to a letter that was given to the god, because there was no letter like this earlier there was no letter like this that ever he might have ever seen this type of letter. So he was keenly waiting for the reply from the letter to the god. So this reply was eagerly waited. The field was white, as if it was salt. This is how the field is described after the hailstorm. The pelting hailstorms could have been easily seen as sugar cubes. Do you think comparing with sugar would have been more appropriate? Why or why not? Yeah, because whenever there is the hailstorms are coming, and whenever they are just there, so this the hailstorm means that ice cubes. Ice cubes are very similar. Ice cube means ice cubes and sugar cubes are quite same, but somehow these ice cubes are larger, the size is larger. And but if we try to see it from the very far away place, whenever this type of rain is happening, whenever this showering is happening, so this is this resembles the sugar, because when we see it from the very far away place, this is there. And this is very similar to the structure is similar, but when we approach it, when we come closer to that ice cube, that is ice, because of this structure. So because of the size of the ice is very large, because the ice is very large and sugar is very small. But if we see the this type of ice cubes, whenever with the rain, there were some ice cubes are coming from the heaven, from coming from the top. So this ice cubes can be like very similar to the sugar cube. So this is the answer of it, that we can compare it with sugar, but we can when from the far away place, मतलब, whenever we are, जब हम दूर हैं, whenever we are far away place, we can compare it with the sugar. But when we come closer to it and try to compare the size of the sugar and the ice, they are very different. Lencho and his family knew the implications of hailstorm would have on their lives. Write a conversation between Lencho and his wife as they watched the downpour turn to hailstorm. So, Lencho and his family were very tensed. They were very tensed whenever they watched this scenario. This scenario was very bad for their they were not feeling good at all, because this hailstorm that finished the all the fields, and there was not a single flower on the like fields left. And so this it is very bad for us, because we have destroyed the business. This is the I'm opening a business, and the business is not running as my expectations. So I will be in a very sorrow condition, and I will be very in a bad condition also, because see, everyone wants to have, like, I have the YouTube channel also. I want to earn more money, but still I think this is not the way things happen. So I'm very sad also, because if I do not I'm running a business and it is not implying to my expectations. So this is how things matter a lot. And this is the answer of this question. And Lencho did not bother exploring any other means to resolve his situation, but turn to God. So why he turned to only God? Do you feel that this approach is justified? Yeah, this was very justified, because I think he was very God-fearing person, and he wanted to give God a chance, because he's very he has full faith in God. And he because he might have seen some miracles or listened to some miracles also. So he thought that the first and the or last and the first in every approach is God only. So some people just rely on God. So because I think he's a lot of faith on God. And I think the God will. He thought that God will always helped him a lot of times earlier also in his life. So he will be helping him now also, because he's in the very bad situation. Everything was finished, and he was thought that this is the time that God should help him. And he prayed a lot. He might have prayed a lot, but then he thought an idea to write a letter to God directly, because he might have got some good contact with the God. There is no compulsion like that, but I think this was the case here, that he was attached with the God so much that this is happening. So the next one is, the people at the post office contribute to put together whatever they have managed for Lencho. The people at the post office. What do you think the main reason behind their help would you have been same if you were one of the employees? Yes, I was like, this is the question. that tried to all the employees tried to help him because they wanted to help him, and also he wanted to like um, keep the trust alive, keep the trust in the God alive, keep the trust in the God alive. मतलब वो चाहते थे कि जो भगवान के ऊपर जो भरोसा है वो बना रहे. Keep a very poor woman. Yes, I would have been given this help. This is not a because I'm also God-fearing person, and Lencho was also God-fearing person. So post office and the employees said they were just trying to help. They were trying to help the. Uh, they were trying to help Lencho. So as an employee, write about the prospective reasons for contributing for the fund. The fact that you don't want to say no to a cause initiated by a boss can be equally compelling reason. No, this is not initiated by. No, I would have been given. I would have given the. I would have given the money if I were the employee of the post office. So there was no, not a compulsion from any side, because as an employee, right, their perspective and cause for contributing the fund, because I'm also god fearing person, and I also wanted to keep the Lencho's god fearing faith alive means I wanted to keep the Lencho. He would not say that I'm not no one is there to see like God is there. He should say God is there, and thank God he should say. Otherwise, there the faith is shaking. When the faith is shaking, this is not good for the society. So this I would have been helped because of the God. Read the given anecdote and analyze the similarities and differences with the reference to a letter to God. A very poor man called in radio station asking for help from God. A non-believer that also listening to his missionary to buy food and take it to man. However, the instruction was when woman comes, ask to send the food. Tell her that's from the devil. When the secretary arrived at the woman's house, the woman was very happy, and the secretary then asked her, "Don't you want to know the who sent the food?" Postmaster, then the next is dust of snow. So first chapter I've done all the questions are from the CBSE, and then the next is dust of snow. The way a crow shoot down on me the dust of snow from a hemlock tree. Hemlock tree is a very poisonous tree. Hemlock tree comes out a poisonous tree. This is a poisonous tree has given my heart a change of mood. On many symbols, of the many symbols, the hemlock tree represents choose the one that frost drew in all livelihood from for this poem. Symbol of longevity, togetherness, healing, protection. Of many symbols, the hemlock tree represents, uh, I think it is protection, healing, togetherness, longevity. I think symbol of hemlock tree represents choose the frost. Dream rock, yeah, yeah. Togetherness, I think. Healing. And next is choose the option lists the possible feeling of the poet prior to the sheer experience shared in the poem. Disappointed, curious, demotivated, disheartened, impulsive. Choose the option that lists the possible feelings of the poet prior to the experience shared in the poem. So, what was the experience shared by? Choose the option that lists the possible feelings of the poet prior to the experience shared in the poem. हम्म, पोएम में जो शेयर किया गया उससे पहले मतलब कि आई थिंक चूज द ऑप्शन दैट लिस्ट पॉसिबल फीलिंग ऑफ द पोएट prior to the experience shared in the poem. Possible feeling. I think possible feeling would be curious. This third, curious, because he might be very curious. He might be very thankful. He might be very impulsive. I think Yes, this can be the option. This one. Curious three, three or curious. You might be curious. So curious वाला तो ये और एक ये and reassured. Yeah, this can be the answer because curious होगा अगर उसके पास just possible figure the quiet period of the experience shared in the poem. So I think he might be very curious to know about it and reassured about it and impulsive. Impulsive means very curious की तरह ही होता है impulsive भी. So I think this option goes with identify the option that does not use the word RUE correctly. The film was a disaster and he reviewed his decision to act in it. Reviewed means मना करना, to deny. You deny again. I am sure that she reviewed the day she listened to the fortune teller. It wasn't long before I reviewed my disobedience and my deceit. Others finally review the one who is dishonest and heartless. Identify the option that does not use RUE correctly. Others finally review the one who is dishonest. It wasn't long before I reviewed my disobedience and my deceit. I'm sure she reviewed the day she listened to the fortune teller. The film was a disaster and he reviewed its decision to act in it. It wasn't long before my disobedience and it wasn't long before I reviewed my evaluation. It wasn't long before I reviewed synoptic is a poetic device that uses a part of the represent whole. Mm, Pick an example of synecdoche from the poem has given me my heart a change of mood, the way a crow shook on down on me. The dust of the storm, yeah, the way a crook shook on down on me. You don't know, Janisha. Synecdoche is a poetic device that uses a part to represent the whole. That's a great of set of the wheels. Set of the wheels has been so far used for car. Because example, Synecdoche from the poem Synecdoche. Synecdoche means this is a synecdoche. So this is silent. See, silent. Synecdoche is an poetic device that uses a part to represent the whole. So I think the way a crow shook on me, dust of snow. This can be dust of the snow from the hemlock tree. ये बता देगा C वाला dust of snow from a hemlock tree. This can be the choose the option showing not with the crow shook down on me dust of snow. The crows landing on the branch of the tree. The crows landing on the branch of the tree. Choose the option showing the reason not corresponding with the crow. Crow landing on the branch of the tree. The shivering of the crow due to cold. The readjustment of the position of the crow on the branch. The cawing of the hidden in the foliage. This can be the wrong answer. Uh, Cawing of the crow hidden in the foliage. Foliage means foil paper. Foliage. ये wrong हो जाएगा शायद. Not corresponding with the shoot on my. Some say the world will end in fire. Some say in ice. From what I have tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor fire. But if I had to perish twice, I think I know enough of the hate to say for destruction, ice is also great and would suffice. Suffice means sufficient. Suffice means sufficient. Suffice का क्या मतलब होता है कि मतलब जो फायर है ना फायर इज देयर बट ice can be there for the destruction. Destruction, ice can also be used and would suffice with sufficient. And choose the correct statement from the above about the given poem. Fire and ice are the images. They help the readers visualize the power of nature over man. Correct meaning of the given poem. Fire and ice symbolize the symbols not of natural disasters but of humanity ability to create disasters of its own. Fire and ice are the elements not of nature but man-made and possess the ability to create havoc for the mankind. The fire agents they change the thinking of mankind from negative to positive and bring harmony. Harmony की तो बात हुई नहीं है. I think this can be there, not of nature but mankind possess the ability to create havoc for the mankind. So this can be the answer of this question. Power of nature and man, ये वाला ही लग रहा है सही. Select the option that correctly classifies the connotations for ice and fire, as suggested in the poem. Rage, violence, indifference, hate, greed. Select the option that correctly explain fire. Fire का तो fire means violence and greed and hate. Four हो जाएगा. 1 2 4 1 2 4. आइस का हो जाएगा 3 डिफरेंस एंड ग्रीड. ये हो जाएगा शेयर्स कंसेप्ट. The poem is a dash put across by the poet. Powerful warning या फिर I think powerful warning है ये. I think this is the powerful warning because poem is a powerful warning put across by the poet. Powerful warning. This is the powerful warning because everything will be destroyed. Destroyed लिखा हुआ है इसमें तो इसलिए. The poet uses the phrasal verb hold with. You choose the option does not indicate valid phrasal verb. Hold का क्या मतलब होता है? Hold back, hold back, hold back, hold back, hold back. Okay, yeah, this is the option. Hold back, hold back. Pick the option that is not true about the poet according to the extract. The poet is inclined to believe that the world would most likely end with fire. Has heard divided opinions about the way the world would end in the likelihood. Preaches love and kindness to combat the spirit of Mongol. Declares the power of ice to be as destructive as is not true. Has heard divided opinions about the way preaches ये when combat. ये वाला this can be the answer क्योंकि preaches love का तो कोई बात हुई नहीं है ना. लव की इसमें कोई बात हुई नहीं है. Preaches love and kindness to combat the spread of hate among all. So there is no voice of love. To pick up the option that is not true. तो not true तो मुझे यही लग रहा है. Preaches love and kindness to combat hate. Extra Q. Identify the most likely tone of the poet in the lines to say that for destruction, ice is also great. Most likely sarcastic, serious, amused, celebrity. I think identify most likely tone of the project. I think he's serious. He's serious. Rationalize what you think the poet was probably doing when the dust of the snow fell on him. Rationalize what you think the poet was probably doing when the dust of the snow fell on him. What was he doing? He was just sitting there, standing under the tree. What does the presence of the hemlock tree tell you about the setting of the poem? See, hemlock tree is a very poisonous tree, and I think this signifies the negative vibrations in the world. I think because this is my scenario that my thinking is that hemlock tree is a poisonous tree. So that means what is the poisonous tree means like it is the negativity that is always there in the world, and we are currently in a world where everyone is negative, has more negative thoughts than positive thoughts. So negative thoughts always rule our mind. So I think a hemlock tree signifies the negativity of the world. The world is very negative. World is very negative. The world is very negative, and so this hemlock tree signifies that this is we are standing under the hemlock tree and we are in the negative vibration zone. So this can be the answer. This is dusting of the snow on account of crow helped make the poet state better. How do you think the crow's dropping might have impacted the poet? See, the cold, the drops. The snow is very cold. Snow is very cold. So what is the coldness means? Coldness means to be calm, composed, and loving. These are the cold. Cold means these are the positive things that cold has. Cold means you just if you are fighting with somebody else, so they will say that cool down. Cool down means calm down. Calm down means it is a positive reaction of the poet, because here he thought that the snow is very cold, so we should be very very cold in different situations. Whenever there are so many problems coming in our life, so we should be very positive, we should be very fast forward, we should be very positive about our perspective in our life. So this is the thing that might be there because of the coldness of the ice. Fire and Ice was first published in 1920. Briefly explain how WWI might have influenced the theme of the poem. Create a tagline, slogan, catchphrase for the poem. Fire and Ice created tagline. Tagline means uh, world is negative, be positive. World is negative. So I think tagline or slogan can be there. Catchphrase क्या होगा? The world is negative. You be positive. World is negative, you be positive. So this can be the tagline. Dust of Snow is one of the Frost's most loved poems. Elaborate why you do think so. I think this is creating positivity with negativity. So this is the most loved poems because in this the coldness means positivity, and we have to be very positive in our lives. The poem evokes sense of black and white justified. Yeah, black and white. Basically, crow is black and ice is white. So crow is black. That means black means negativity, white means positivity. So whenever we see that, and the colors significance of the colors is there in our life. The color, the significance of the color is basically black means there's this negativity in our life, and white means positivity. So this can be we can just correlate with the black and white. So this can you can elaborate this question also, answer also that these are the things that signify with the color of the black is the crow and white is the ice. So these are the significance of the black and white colors. The crow and hemlock are usually used as negative phrases in the literature. How is it different? Is this different in this poem? Because hemlock crow is black in color, but he gave the ice to the author. So that means he provided the positivity with the author because he provided ice. So, but crow is significant with the negativity, but he provided some positivity. So we should always think that whenever there are a lot of problems coming in our way, so we should be very, very positive about the problems, because the more the problems, the more the failure. Fail means FAIL, that is first attempt in learning. So you're learning, you're not failing. In actual cases, there is no word in life that is failing. Failing is not there. We are just learning from our failures, and you keep on like updating yourself. So this is the thing that the author might have made this clear in this poem. The tone of the speaker contrasts with the seriousness of the subject matter. Fire and ice. So yes, because actually you can see that today also there is some news coming that Iran and USA are fighting, going to have a big fights. So this is because of the negativity, the current situation I'm telling you in the world. There might be there are also some countries like so many countries. There are Iraq and so many countries. There are fights going on. So this might end. The things is that we are in the fire. Fire means we are in the anger, greed, and these things will take humanity down. And this is the tone is seriousness of the subject matter. Means this is also very serious subject, and we should take into consideration of this subject, because if we do not take these fights at anger at a lower level, we are not, if we're not taking this thing in the lower levels, so then this will like blast, and there will can be a third world war also because of the this fire. So this is the thing that you should be next question is the fire and ice projects a pessimistic outlook. Yes, yes, because this is pessimistic, because pessimistic means negative. Optimistic means there are two words. One is the optimistic, and another is the pessimistic. So you should be optimistic or you should be pessimistic. Pessimistic means We are very hopeless. Pessimistic means we are hopeless. Pessimistic का क्या मतलब होता है? Hopeless. So this is the hopeless. We are very hopeless. So that is we are very pessimistic. And then the optimistic. The opposite word is optimistic. Word is there. What is the meaning of pessimistic? Pessimistic means we are very hopeless. हमारे को कोई आशा नहीं है तो that is because pessimistic means no hope. So pessimistic means optimistic means we are very आशावादी और pessimistic का मतलब होता है negative. So this projects our outlook. So these projects are because the world might finish because of the human anger and so many things are happening in the world. So this is the thing. This pessimistic is there. And evaluate the line. Some say the world will end in fire, some say in ice in the context of volcanic eruptions, forest fires, meteor, melting ice caps, so many things. Some evaluate the line. Yeah, you can see the environmental changes there. A lot of changes are coming in the environment because of the pollution, because of the mankind being exploiting the nature, exploiting the. It is really exploiting the nature. So I think this is the case of the world, and this might end the world so soon that we cannot imagine. So fast, so rapid changes are coming today, and so many fights are going on. So many things are getting so this is the very we have to be very cautious about it. This is a very serious issues we're talking about beyond text and across text. As a crew, you feel highly injured by the incorrect perceptions, human is pure nice, imaginary incident in a rate fire nice. So this is beyond this might not come there. So Nelson Mandela long walk for the to the freedom. Long walk to the freedom. Please like my channel and subscribe my channel also. And this is very good. So next is Nelson Mandela. So Nelson Mandela long walk to freedom. We who were outlaws not so long ago have today given in the rare privileges to be honest to the nations, to the world on our soil. So this is Nelson Mandela is very easy. So, it is victory. The guests as a spectacular ceremony are being called distinguished because they have invited. They have been invited. They are eminent world leaders. They are visiting the country. They are the eminently world leaders witnessing it. This can be the answer of this question. They are the eminent world leaders witnessing it. They are the eminent world leaders who are witnessing it. Okay. It is a victory for human dignity. Pick the options that list the correct answer for what human dignity would include. Equality, liberty, indecent, liberty, equality, liberty, intensity, self-respect, equality, liberty, self-respect. So I think D can be the answer of this question. This can be indecency, indecency to be indecency, immorality, equality, liberty, and self-respect. This can be the answer of this question. मतलब ये देखो ना इसमें indecency तो नहीं होगा. It is a victory for human dignity. Pick the option correct. Equality, liberty, and self-respect. और पहले वाले का क्या आंसर था? पहले वाले का था they are eminent leaders witnessing it. The guests at the spectacular ceremony are being called significant, distinguished, because they are the eminent leaders witnessing it. They are the eminent leaders witnessing it. To the victory. Why does the speaker say it is a rare privilege? He says it because he has been deprived of the honor, seldom experience for the. This has been chosen for our chosen over other countries for his own. Experience it for the first time. Seldom been given this honor. Been deprived of this honor. It is a rare privilege. Rare privilege means experience for the first time. Experience for the first time. अच्छा next है इसमें how do you think the speaker feels? Choose the color option. State of mind. I feel emotional, elated, unmindful, elated, unmindful, overwhelmed, elated, honored, and नहीं ये वाला हो जाएगा overwhelmed, elated and honored क्योंकि ये वाला जो ऑप्शन है ना unmindful is not there. unmindful को काट दो जहाँ unmindful नहीं है वो वाला आ जाएगा इसका आंसर unmindful नहीं होगा. Pick the option that showcases the usage of the host as in the extract. He was praised for his hospitality. What is hospitality? Hospitality मतलब कि मेहमान नवाजी. मेहमान नवाजी. That means hospitality. Hospitality का क्या मतलब होता है? मेहमान नवाजी. He was praised for his hospitality. Showcase the use of host in the extract. I think this can be the option. In hospitality as a host of the party, she was able to host the event without any hindrance. She met the host and apologized for this really is the best. I think this can be the option. He was praised for his hospitality and as a host of the party. It was only when I began to learn my boyhood freedom was an illusion. Illusion means not true. When I discovered a young man when my freedom had already been taken from me, that I began to hunger for it. At first, as a student, I wanted freedom only for myself. The transitory freedoms of being able to stay out at night, read when what I pleased, and go where I chose. Later, as a young man in Johannesburg, Johannesburg, and I yearned मतलब उबासी मार रहा था. Yearned for the basic and honorable freedoms. The title that best suited this actor is extract of best suited क्या हो जाएगा? Freedom for everything, knowledge about freedom, significance of freedom, realization of freedom, significance of freedom. ये आ जाएगा इसका आंसर. Because significance is important. Why do you think that the speaker mentions some freedom as transitory? The freedom are monetary, momentary, and keep changing with time. The definition of freedom is constant but prescriptive. Freedom means different thing to different people. Freedom is not about important of a certain age. I think the monetary and keep changing with time. The definition is constant but prescriptive. Freedom means different things to different people. The definition of freedom is constant, but perspectives differ. Yeah, there is answer. I think you will answer there. The freedom are momentary and keep changing with time. Momentary तो नहीं होता. The definition of the freedom is constant, but perspective हमारा जो सोचने का तरीका है वो different हो जाता. Choose the option that best fits the usage of the word illusion. Illusion means भ्रम. और illusion का तो हिंदी का मीनिंग है भ्रम. So he was never able to get the past the illusion. The illusion I experienced was quite intriguing. A large mirror in the room creates an illusion. I was living under the illusion that this is possible. A large mirror in the room creates an illusion. He was never able to get past the illusion. The illusion I experienced was quite intriguing. Intriguing. चैट्स भी बहुत सारे आ गए हैं. हेलो हेलो हेलो. मैंने चैट्स देखे नहीं क्योंकि मैं लेटर एक पेज में कंप्लीट करना इम्पोर्टेंट है. लेटर एक पेज में कंप्लीट करना इम्पोर्टेंट है. नहीं 120 वर्ड्स का आता है लेटर. तो लेटर इज 120 वर्ड्स. एल्विन क्या हो गया इसको? सर आज हेड पेन है का मैंने स्टडी नहीं कर पाया आज. देयर इज नॉट एनी स्टूडेंट टू वॉच योर वीडियो. सर आप सो जाओ. देयर इज नॉट एनी स्टूडेंट टू वॉच योर वीडियो. हेलो एवरीवन. सर आज क्या है? तो एल्विन सर लेटर एक पेज में कंप्लीट करना इम्पोर्टेंट तो नहीं है। 120 वर्ड्स का आता है ये पेज, 120 वर्ड्स का आता है लेटर। 100 टू 120 वर्ड्स लिखने होते हैं इसमें एल्विन। हाँ, ये लेटर जो लिखना होता है ना 120 वर्ड्स का लिखना होता है। तो 120 वर्ड्स से देख लो कितना होता है 120 वर्ड्स का। फॉर्चून, फॉर्चून कौन है? फॉर्चून सर सो जाओ। देयर इज नो एनी स्टूडेंट टू वॉच योर वीडियो। हेलो एवरीवन सर आज a large mirror in the room creates an illusion. I was living in the illusion that is possible. That this is possible. I was living in the illusion. The illusion experience was quite intriguing. Fortune. Choose the correct option that best fits the usage of the word illusion and solution next step. The teaching experience was quite intriguing. Hmm. The speaker said to the first student, the speaker says, उसको मैं थोड़ा सा नीचे कर लेता हूँ. Tiger and the zoo should be lurking in the shadows, sliding through the long grass. You should be lurking in shadow, sliding through the long grass, near the waterfall, and where plum licking his head. ठीक है, इस पर टिक भी कर सकता हूँ. He should be lurking. According to extract, the poet wishes for the tiger to be sliding through the foliage as this would assist in keeping the prey unsuspecting of the predator's sound, aid in camouflaging the presence of the predator before it rushes in, helps the predator pounce on the prey comfortably without getting tired, support the predator's vision as it eyes its prey. इसमें कौन सा ऑप्शन होगा? Assist in keeping the prey unsuspecting of the predator's sound. ये वाला हो जाएगा या ये वाला होगा? Aid in camouflaging the presence of predator before it rushes. Help the predator pounce on the getting tired, support them. कोई विशेष टाइगर स्लाइडिंग, स्लाइडिंग क्यों हो रहा है कि एड हो जाएगा, ये हो जाएगा अंदर से. एड इन camouflaging the presence of predator before it rushes. मतलब पहले तैयार हो जाएगा ना टाइगर, तो उसके लिए कोई प्रेडेटर होगा ना इसका, कोई इसको पकड़ने आ रहा होगा, तो it should be cautious. Which fact does not connect with the significance of water pool for the tiger? Many tigers chase prey into the water and hold the victim's head under the water until it drowns. Drowns में डूब जा. ये टाइगर की कहानी है ना इसमें, एक बार देखो इसमें। प्रीजुडिस पेस्टल रेस, हाँ प्रीजुडिस इज अ वर्ड, ये वर्ड मुझे याद है प्रीजुडिस का। प्रीजुडिस का मतलब होता है टू से, वी आर गुड, आई एम गुड यू आर बैड, आई एम आई एम गुड यू आर बैड, आई एम गुड यू यू आर बैड। मतलब कि प्रीजुडिस, प्रीजुडिस का मतलब होता है यू आर गुड, मतलब आई एम गुड यू आर बैड, मतलब अपने को अच्छा बोलना और दूसरों को गलत बोलना, प्रीजुडिस। नोबडी इज वाचिंग, सो कोई बात नहीं, यू गॉड इज वाचिंग, गॉड के लिए बनाते हैं हम लोग। Write about one character in the chapter First Flight who was subjected to just prejudice. Discuss the consequences of this prejudice for the character. Fortune. Fortune. Sonnet 6. So prejudice means I am good, you are bad. मतलब मैं अच्छा हूँ और तुम बुरे हो. This is prejudice. This is the word of law. Law में आता है वैसे ही यूज होता है ज़्यादातर. और ये जो वर्ड है दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट वर्ड. तो इसमें क्या हुआ कि हमें को ये बताना है कि वी शुड नॉट, मतलब वन कैरेक्टर इन द फर्स्ट फ्लाइट हु वाज सब्जेक्टेड टू सच प्रेडिक्यूसेस. फर्स्ट फ्लाइट में जो कौन था, सीगल. फर्स्ट फ्लाइट में कौन था, सीगल. तो सीगल को जब वो मतलब मछली पकड़ नहीं पा रहा था, सीगल when he was not able to get the food and his brothers and sisters were enjoying, so he felt prejudice. Seagull was not able to get the food, he not able to get the food from the, like not able to get the food, तो तब इसका prejudice हो गया था. Not able to get food, not able to get food when his brothers and sisters were enjoying food. Get when he told his mother to give him some food to eat. So ये तब की बात है और तब का जो है इसके इसमें prejudice आ गया था. Seagull not able to get food properly. Food properly. Not able to get food, but his sisters and brothers were enjoying food. But his sisters and brothers were enjoying food. So he got prejudice. Prejudice means he was not able to like enjoy food like his brother and sisters. Brother and sister and brothers were enjoying food. So this was the thing that he did. Brothers were enjoying food. वो enjoy कर रहे थे, enjoying food. So this was the thing. इसमें लिख सकते हो ये कि prejudice means he didn't get the food and they were like watching and they were not helping. तो ये भी एक prejudice ही होता है इसमें, मतलब So seagull was there in the first flight में कौन सा था, seagull था. Seagull ने क्या किया, not able to get food but his sister and brothers were enjoying food. Then he asked his mother to get the food. So but still he was prejudiced. In that case it was a prejudice. Prejudice means he didn't get the food that he wanted to have. So this is the thing. Robert also. And this first time I'm doing this type of video. इस तरह का वीडियो I didn't get any I never tried to get this video. सो आगे से मैं वीडियो जो बनाना होगा तो इसी तरह से, दिस इज अ बेटर वे टू मेक वीडियो। तो इस तरह से इरेजर ये है, इसको थोड़ा इरेज कर देता हूँ। चाहिए इसमें ऑप्शन आ गया। दिस इज द ऑप्शन, ठीक है ठीक है। दूसरी ये करूँगा। This is the first time that I'm making a video like this. I never. This is the first time that I'm making the video like this, and I do not know much about this thing. I'm talking about in English because your paper is in English, so we try to speak more English than Hindi, because if you speak more English, then you can just easily you can easily speak English. It's not difficult as difficult as it was. So this is tiger's home. Shadow here refers to the shadow of the tiger, long grass, waterhole, and deer. What can be the options? Please tell me if you are watching this video. इसमें आप क्या ऑप्शन लेंगे? शेडो हेयर मीन्स शेडो किसकी शेडो है? शेडो किसकी है? Which fact does not connect to them? इसमें कौन सा सही होगा? मशीन खत्म हो गया। Listen to me. I thought that there was a shadow here refers to the shadow of the triangle, long grass. Which fact does not connect with the significance of the water hole for the tiger? So we should end it now. In the morning we can just meet. If I get up early in the morning, then we can just start up the thing again. So I think we should end now. Please subscribe my channel and like my video. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your support. Thank you. Please subscribe my channel. अभी इसमें कुछ इम्पोर्टेंट के क्वेश्चंस है, वो देख लो बड़ी थोड़ा जल्दी जल्दी ना। Which option identifies a patrolling car? पेट्रोलिंग कार कौन सी होती है? पेट्रोलिंग क्या होता है? पेट्रोलिंग मीन्स जब नाइट में पुलिस जो पेट्रोलिंग करती है, दैट इज अ पेट्रोलिंग। पेट्रोलिंग मीन्स जो एक ये वाली होती है कि पेट्रोलिंग कार है वैसे। सेकेंड ऑप्शन कैन बी देयर, मतलब ये पुलिस की सिंपल कार होती है जो पेट्रोलिंग की होती है, ये जो उठाने के लिए होती है, ये दूसरी रेस कार है, दिस इज डिफरेंट कार। ऐसे भी क्वेश्चन पूछे जा सकते हैं। अच्छा, the main contrasting idea suggested by the extract is on that of strength and weakness, nature and culture, beasts and mortals, confinement and freedom. So which can be the option? 1 घंटा 10 मिनट तो हो गया, ऐसे तो मैं 5 तो सुबह मिलते हैं। मैं सुबह अगर मैं हम आते हैं, वैसे मैं 10 o'clock तो आई कम डेली। तो अब एंड कर देंगे फिर? इसका बैकग्राउंड चेंज करना था। चलो मैं अभी जाता हूँ, मेरे को भूख लगी, रोटी भी खानी है, तो एंड करते हैं। ओके, बेस्ट ऑफ लक फॉर योर इंग्लिश एग्जाम। अभी मैं जा रहा हूँ, अगर कुछ पूछना हो तो पूछ लो, बिकॉज आई एम एंडिंग नाउ। इफ यू वांट टू आस्क एनीथिंग प्लीज आस्क मी। कोई मतलब अगर इफ यू वांट टू आस्क मी, आई एम गोइंग नाउ। इन द मॉर्निंग आई माइट कम, सो मॉर्निंग के लिए आप तैयार रहना फिर। और प्लीज सब्सक्राइब माई चैनल, प्लीज लाइक द वीडियो, एंड थैंक्स फॉर वॉचिंग, थैंक्स फॉर योर सपोर्ट। तो अभी मैं थोड़ा एंड कर रहा हूँ अभी। तो कुछ पूछना हो, इफ यू एनीबडी वांट्स टू आस्क मी एनीथिंग, तो यू कैन आस्क मी। कुछ पूछना हो तो पूछ लो। ये सब क्वेश्चंस तो इसमें सीबीएसई के क्वेश्चंस है ये सारे वैसे। तो ये चैप्टर बाय चैप्टर इसमें देख लो। टू स्टोरी, इसमें दो स्टोरीज हैं। एक फर्स्ट फ्लाइट का है, जो एक सीगल होता है, वो उड़ने की कोशिश करता है तो उड़ नहीं पाता, तो उसका मजाक उड़ाया जाता है। तो यही सब इसमें है। और दूसरा जो है ना, एक 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 ये इम्पोर्टेंट है, एक ये वाला, एक हायरार्ची आ गई है। ये जो क्वेश्चन है ना, ये वाला, ये जो मैस्लोस को कहता है मैस्लोस, ये हमारा पीएचडी की जो मैं तैयारी कर रहा हूँ, पीएचडी की जो मैं पीएचडी की प्रिपरेशन कर रहा हूँ ना, उसमें ये वाला क्वेश्चन आया हुआ है, सेल्फ एक्चुअलाइजेशन, एस्टीम नीड्स, वेयर इज द हायरार्ची ऑफ नीड्स, वेयर वुड यू लोकेट द यंग सीगल्स फर्स्ट फ्लाइट। ये क्वेश्चन, ये जो चीज़ है ना, ये मेरे पीएचडी में मैंने अभी अभी तैयारी की है। तो ये फिजिकल नीड्स, फिजियोलॉजिकल जो नीड्स क्या होती हैं, फूड, वाटरिंग, तो अभी कहाँ पे है वो सीगल, कहाँ पे है सीगल, यहाँ है, क्योंकि उसको बेसिक जो फूड नहीं मिल पा रहा। सीगल, वेयर इज द सीगल, सीगल इज हियर, फूड, वाटर, वार्म, फिजियोलॉजिकल बेसिक नीड्स पे है। अभी तो सीगल को खाना ही नहीं मिल पा रहा, सीगल को तो खाना नहीं मिल पा रहा, खाना खाना नहीं मिल पा रहा, तो फिर इसका मतलब ये है, इट इज एट दिस नीड, मतलब ये इसमें है अभी, इसमें है। ये आंसर होगा इसका, ये वाला। एक बार इसको ड्रॉ कर देता हूँ मैं, ये वाला है इसका, ये वाला, ये आंसर होगा इसका, क्योंकि ये आंसर है इसका, क्योंकि अभी उसको तो खाने नहीं मिला सीगल को। सीगल का ये जाना, सीगल इज जस्ट स्ट्रगलिंग टू फॉर द बेसिक यूटिलिटीज, बेसिक के लिए वो लड़ रहा है, मतलब कि बेसिक जो खाना है, पीना, रहना, ये तो फिजियोलॉजिकल, ये मेरा ना उसमें आया हुआ है, मेरा स्लोस हिराची ऑफ नीड्स जो है ना, वो मैं इसमें भी, हमारे नेट एग्जाम में भी आई है। तो ये बेसिक जो होता है वो फिजियोलॉजिकल होता है, तो बेसिक के लिए लड़ रहा है वो सीगल। ये कोई पूछेंगे ना क्वेश्चन, ऐसा क्वेश्चन पूछेंगे तो ये तो बहुत टफ क्वेश्चन है, क्योंकि इसमें मतलब ये पूछा गया है कि कौन सी नीड पे है वो, तो वो तो बेसिक नीड पे ही है अभी, ठीक है ना। ये लिख देना इसमें, ये इस तरह के, लुक एट द इमेज, फूड पेरेंटिंग स्टाइल, व्हाट डू दे सिग्निफाई, डिमांडिंग, ऑटोक्रेटिव, और तेरे ये बड़ा मुश्किल मुश्किल क्वेश्चन पूछे ना, मुश्किल है। ये सीबीएसई का है बेसिकली। सीबीएसई has given this which of the following parenting style will you attribute to young seagull's parents, young seagull parents, uninvolved, authoritarian, ये हो जाएगा अथॉरिटियन, अथॉरिटियन हो जाएगा, क्योंकि वो अथॉरिटी मान के चलते हैं, पेरेंट्स जो है ना अथॉरिटी मान के चलते हैं भाई। एवरीथिंग इज गोइंग वेल, इट वाज, ये पेरिस वाला जो क्वेश्चन, पेरिस वाला जो इंग्लैंड से पेरिस जाता है ये, तो ये एंड कर दूंगी अभी, थोड़ी ज़्यादा करेगा, 5 मिनट में। यू गॉट दिस राइट। अच्छा, इसको मैं एंड कर देता हूँ, बहुत रात हो गई है, फिर सुबह आने की कोशिश करता हूँ, ठीक है। ओके, गुड बाय, आई एम एंडिंग नाउ। कोई कुछ पूछना है तो डू यू हैव एनी डाउट्स, डू यू वांट टू आस्क एनी डाउट्स, बिकॉज इस तरह के क्वेश्चन आ गए ना बेस्ड ऑन द एक्सट्रैक्ट। मतलब एक तो पेरिस में क्या किया था, पेरिस में खाना खाया उसने, पेरिस में क्या किया था, डिनर या लंच इन पेरिस, everything was going on well. It was the easy flight. Paris was about 150 kilometers behind me when I saw the clouds. Clouds आ गए ना बीच में, clouds, storm clouds. They were huge. They looked like black mountains standing in front of me across the sky. I knew I could not fly up, but मतलब उसने ना काले बादल देखे थे सामने, काले बादल आ गए। पेरिस उससे पीछे था। पेरिस कितने किलोमीटर था, 150 किलोमीटर। इट वाज 150 किलोमीटर्स दूर था। Everything, it was an easy flight. Paris was about 150 kilometers behind me when I saw the clouds. Storm clouds, they were huge. They looked like black mountains. but not wanting enough food to fry around them. I thought to get home again. So, which should is this right? No. हम्म, कौन सा आंसर है इसका? This was about this. How would you describe the risk the narrator took? Calculated, intelligent, unavoidable, unavoidable was the answer. Which can be the narrator's desire to reach home and see his family made his complacent. So, how to tell wild animals if the strolling forth. Um, so, sure. चलो फिर मैं सुबह मिलता हूँ. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your support. And hello everyone. And look, इस वजह से स्टेबल नहीं कर पाया आज. ठीक है. इसमें देखिए और आगे देना. चलो ठीक है. तो सुबह मिलते हैं. थैंक्स फॉर वाचिंग. थैंक्स फॉर योर सपोर्ट. अब मैं जाऊँगी. बस आज मैंने 1 घंटा 17 मिनट कर दिया. Best of luck for your exams. And thanks for watching. Thanks for your support. And keep watching me. And we'll keep on coming live at 10 p.m. every day. मैं रोज आता हूँ. लगभग अब रोज आ रहा हूँ क्योंकि 1 घंटा मैं रोज आता हूँ. 1 घंटा 1.25 घंटा मैं रोज आता हूँ. Thank you for watching. Thank you for support.